All right, everyone. So I just have to laugh because if not, I'm just going to lose my fucking mind. That I said to Rachel, I hate working on high mileage Chevy Cruzes that haven't been taken care of. So we replaced the water outlet on the passenger side, which the transmission was full of Dex Cool. And then the heater hose to the heater core was just gummed to death. And then after we get through all that and we vac it, we bleed it, and then we realize that the air lift system really isn't ideal for the coolant tank. So then we get it outside and we're running it for like 15 minutes. 15 minutes with the radiator cap, and then the water pump starts leaking on the driver's side. I'm like, I can't stand these fucking cars. Kit, like if you have one leak on your Chevy Cruz, that's 100,000 miles, water outlet, thermostat, all hoses, thermostat housing on the other side, and a water pump and a radiator fan. Just replace everything because it's only going to start falling all apart and failing as you're working on it. Every one of these cars that I touch over 100,000 miles is a complete nightmare with the cooling system. And someone should just come up with a kit. All the common failed stuff. And I don't even see the radiators usually fail. I usually see the radiators fail because something else failed, like the water pump grenaded, they kept driving it, or the system was so low on coolant they kept driving it, or the fan speed resistors burned out and blows the radiator to smithereens. So if you've got a Chevy Cruz and it has over 100,000 miles, and I can't be the only mechanic that says the same thing about these cars in particular, that they should just replace everything in the cooling system when they have to touch it, because it's just a snowball effect of disaster. And today is a Chevy Cruz that the water pump wasn't leaking upon the original inspection, and then the water outlet was the only thing that was leaking. We make the repair, and then we're running the cooling system outside, and then the lower radiator hose got hot. We actually bled the system first through the bleeder, then the lower radiator hose got hot, and then Jude brings the RPMs up, and then the lower radiator hose just got colder. I'm like, what's going on? And then I look down at the water pump, it starts spewing fluid out of it. It's never easy here. Never. Anybody else go through this with Chevy Cruzes? This is the only vehicle that I've ever had so many cooling system problems with. Forget about the bleeding vehicle issues out. Just take that out. On top of this, just mechanically being a nightmare of neglected parts and need to be maintenance parts, to be honest with you. Cooling system parts should have like a 60,000 mile lifespan if you have a Chevy Cruz. Replace everything and start over at 60 grand. At 120, start over again. Unbelievable.
That's being generous.
This is the only car that's a pain in the ass. Of all the Volkswagens, Audi cooling systems we've done, some Mercedes are really pain in the asses if you don't replace everything.
I have an easier time.
The BMWs are easier to fix than this turd.
I have an easier time with these 3.6s.
And the 3.6s. What do we do on 3.6s? Oil cooler and thermostat with housing. Nothing else. No other water outlets, radiators occasionally, water pump occasionally. This car, everything.